misfits are continuing to destroy this country, man. When the Barbados Labour Party brought a housing solution, and we brought London-born towers, we had a situation there where you can get a decent, some people call them condominiums. People can get and pay $360 for a 3-bedroom unit. Others will pay $300 for a 2, and it's a little cheaper for a bachelorette. They built the thing, they finished the thing at Country Park Towers, and you pay $900 Barbados dollars. And they said they're bringing housing solutions for the people in this country, the poor people. Madness. But I tell you this, help is coming, and help is on the way. Help is coming, and it's coming big time in the city. Help is coming big time. Jeffrey, Bostic.
Yo, city people feeling dread, feeling dread. All the prices gone over we head. Children crying, what I do? Bring your ex, make a change for truth. Bring your ex. City people, done with them, done with them. And we gonna pay the city rent, city rent. City people, done with them, Well, let me pay the city rent. Put the X by. Place the X by.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is really good to be seeing red. It is really good to be part of a team that is going to rescue, restore, and rebuild this country. It is good to be part of a team that is going to offer Barbadians a brighter and a better tomorrow. I feel good about this team. And I really believe that the 21st of February should not only be called Election Day or E-Day, but it should be called B-Day. Because we are going to buzz all over this country on that day. And in fact, if you love the Barbados Labour Party, if you love Owen Arthur and his team, show us some love, man. Show us some love. Five years ago, the people of Barbados and the city of Bridgetown elected the Democratic Labour Party and Patrick Todd to manage the affairs of this fair land and of this beautiful city. Over a week ago, I believe, in this same area, the Democratic Labour Party launched its political platform with a meeting which was supposed to be reporting on their performance to the nation. I wasn't present, but I am told that the people of Barbados are still waiting on the reports. And I know that the people of the city of Bridgetown know that they will never get a report. I'm also told that the major form of entertainment during that meeting was crossfire and a presentation by Patrick Todd. I am told that it was stated that I was absent without leave for 2.5 years. But I want to inform the former MP of the city of Bridgetown that you can only be absent without leave from a place of duty. What he did not realize, or what he has forgotten, is that the duty of serving the people in the city of Bridgetown did not rest with me, but with him. He was the person elected to serve this constituency of the city of Bridgetown. But because he did nothing for 5 years, the good people of the city came to me and they asked me to come back and help them rid this man of the responsibility of being the MP. But I want to tell him this evening that there's something that is worse than being absent without leave. It is called dereliction of duty. You neglected your duty, sir, for 5 years. It was not my duty to help the people of the city of Bridgetown, but I did during that period of time. I did not because it was my duty. I did because it was my honor. It was an honor to help the people of the city of Bridgetown. I am here this evening, and I want to address my remarks to everyone, of course, but particularly to those of you who are in this audience who may not have decided exactly which way you're going to go with your vote. I want to do so because, in all honesty, I do not want to become the Member of Parliament for the city of Bridgetown because Patrick Todd is a waste of time. In other words, I do not want a victory by default. I want you to give me your vote because you believe in your heart and you know that my party is the party of choice to take us out of this mess. I want you to give me your vote because you believe that Jeffrey Bostic is sincere and has the ability, the capacity, the capability, and everything to take this country and Bridgetown forward. That is what I want to do, so I want to convince you. During that meeting held here about 10 days ago, Patrick Todd should have been the person with the greatest number of things on which to report. And I say that because out of all the speakers that were here, he's the one that was assigned the most ministerial responsibilities in the cabinet. There were a number of cabinet reshuffles, and he served in 4 ministries: social care, community or constituency empowerment, and urban development. That was the first. Education and human resource development, the second. Economic affairs, and he was the leading spokesman for the government on small business development. And the final one, housing and lands. But I want to address 2 of those portfolios this evening. And I don't only want to tell you exactly what he did not do. I am going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and especially uncommitted voters, I am going to tell you the ideas I have. And there are ideas at this time only because I have not yet seen the manifesto of the Barbados Labour Party. When I've seen that manifesto, my ideas will be crystallized into a plan. But the way we do business in the Barbados Labour Party is that any plan any of the candidates have must be in concert with the party's manifesto. And why? That is because once we operate within the confines of the manifesto, you are certain that our plans will come to fruition. Why? Because the Barbados Labour Party has a legacy of doing exactly what it says it's going to do in its manifesto. Promises and performances. Look at it. Look at the document and you would agree with me. The 2 that I want to look at, the 2 ministries, social care, constituency empowerment. That was the first where Todd was assigned as Minister of State. The second one was housing. Sorry, the last one. So the first and the last. Under constituency empowerment, the only thing that Mr. Todd did in the city of Bridgetown was to flood the city with welfare coupons. To able-bodied persons, Tom, Dick, and Harry, all the supermarkets in this city were flooded with welfare coupons. That is the way he thinks that business should be done. But I want to say to the people of the city of Bridgetown, the people of Barbados in general, that is not the way to go. We believe in something more sustainable and sustaining. And the plan I have, once given the opportunity, is to ensure that people who are on welfare are provided with the opportunity to do some training that will lead to a job. It is welfare to work. We have to remove people from welfare and allow them to be able to look after themselves and their families. And I really believe in this because I had an experience canvassing recently where a lady who was experiencing some serious challenges with a family of about 3. I mean, things were really bad. I don't want to go into the details. All I can say to you is that I was happy as a human being, not as a politician, to assist this lady. I will leave it at that. But what really touched my heart about that experience is that with all the difficulties that she faced, she never asked me for a cent. The only thing she asked me for was to help her to find a job, and I did. That's how the Barbados Labour Party operates. There are too many elderly people and retired persons in this country who are living under some difficult housing conditions. And when you go around, they're not asking for much in some cases. It's just a matter of ensuring that they have a roof over their head, that they can't get wet. But they're not getting the assistance. They did not get the assistance. That is what I believe urban was created for. And I know that Mr. Todd was put there in order to do that job, to ensure that he took care of the elderly, those who are unfortunate or less fortunate. But he did absolutely nothing for the time that he was there, so he had nothing to report on. I am saying that we can't house every last person. That is my view. But we must try to make every last person comfortable. And so, in concert with a great housing program, must be a program which the state leads to provide assistance to those persons who are unable to do it for themselves, especially the elderly who've contributed to this country and are now in their twilight years. We have to assist them. We have to remove the pit toilets that they have and give them waterborne facilities. That is what urban development ought to be doing. And I am telling you that when the Barbados Labour Party returns to office, and when Jeffrey Bostic becomes the MP for the city of Bridgetown, we will develop a program to rid this urban corridor of pit toilets so that our senior citizens can have waterborne facilities. Todd talk about it, but he's done nothing about it. He talks the talk, but although he's Mr. Walker, according to the chairman, he doesn't walk the walk. He wants to talk about empowerment. Let me tell you what I think we can do to empower people within the urban corridor. I'm not talking about constituency councils. Drainage and flooding, serious problems of people in the city of Bridgetown and some parts of St. Michael. I am saying that we need to develop a program where people from within the communities where flooding takes place are given the tools and are employed to keep the canals and the drains clean on a daily basis because it is in their interest to do so. If you want to empower people, create opportunities for people. We don't have to go after the big things all the time. I am saying we can be constructing some concrete pathways for those persons who live in flood-prone areas so that it would make life easier for them to get to their homes. We have to look after the little things as well. The Member of Parliament for the city, former, made much ado about some road in Wellington Street that he got patched up sometime in December. And it's interesting that while he was in urban, not one single road in the city of Bridgetown got any attention. Sealy got roads fixed, Stewart, St. Clair, but it seemed to have ended at S. It never got to T. One side of the Bay Line was fixed, the other side was not fixed. I don't know if they were not speaking. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that the greatest travesty of justice, if you want to call it that, that has taken place with Patrick Todd as the MP for the city of Bridgetown is really in the area of housing. Now tell me something. Me, all are intelligent people. I know that. How on earth could housing be put up as the major success story of the last administration? And Patrick Todd, who was the Minister of State in the Ministry of Housing, and the MP for the city, an area that really requires housing, could achieve nothing of significance. In other words, nothing from what is being held up as the beacon of success trickled down to the city of Bridgetown. What do you think of that? That is a representation that the city of Bridgetown has never ever seen in the history of this country. That is what his representation was all about. There were vacant units available in some of the housing estates in the city of Bridgetown, and people in the city want housing and could not get them. People from St. Philip and St. John and all over the place were put in those units. And my people from the city of Bridgetown didn't have a chance to get any of those units. Jeffrey Bostic will fix that, man. I put people in more units as a person who was not elected to office in this country than a man who was in a ministry where this is expected of him and the MP for the city. He ain't want pains with me. No needles and pins with me. And if this was a man who really believed in the people that he represented, he could not have sat by idly and allowed that neighborhood upgrade program to remain in the doldrums, man. US $30 million still being held by the Inter-American Development Bank since 2008. And the government of Barbados has been paying commitment fees from 2008 to now, and no work has been done. I want to assure the people of the areas that were supposed to be assisted that the Barbados Labour Party and Jeffrey Bostic will make it our business to ensure that you get what is yours, that you get what we promise you, that you get what we work for you. Let me say this to you. keep it down, keep it down. Let me say this to you people. The Barbados Labour Party is going to produce a plan, a rescue plan for this country. And I know how my people think. They've been working hard at it. And it's going to please the hearts of each and every one of you present here this evening. That plan is going to be unfolded shortly in a few days' time. That is the plan that will take us home on the 21st of February. That is the plan that will take this country forward, not for 5 years, not for 10 years, but for the next 25 years. We don't think 5-year terms. We plan for 25 years. And if you doubt me, there's a plan, a 25-year plan. All Oinata has to do is to go and pick back at that plan, modify it a bit because things have changed a little, and continue the good work that he was doing all the time. It is said, a people without vision, they perish. It's about vision, vision. What do you want to see this country come to in the next 10, 15, 20 years? Well, I will tell you what my vision for Bridgetown is. Bridgetown is a World Heritage City, a World Heritage Site. I will work as hard as I possibly can to ensure that the people in Bridgetown, the residential areas of Bridgetown, come up to par with the World Heritage City. You can't have a World Heritage City and my people are not living at a level that is consistent with living in a World Heritage City. We need a housing program similar to the Kensington Beautification Project. A program that I am proud of because of the assistance and the relief it brought to many people. We want a program that would allow those persons who cannot afford to have their houses repaired, that the houses will be repaired. Those persons who have the means, we can provide loans in order to facilitate the repairs. If we do it bit by bit, if we clean up the city, if we train the people, if we motivate our young, if we take care of the elderly, then one day, Bridgetown will become truly a World Heritage City. And that is my desire. All you have to do is give me the opportunity to serve you. And I welcome that opportunity. I welcome it with open arms. Not for me, but because I know I have the ability to help you, the ability to serve you, the ability to assist the Barbados Labour Party in taking this country forward. Patrick Todd had the capability, the capacity, I should say, having served in 4 ministries from which the people in the city should have benefited. The difficulty was, and still is, that his ability did not match the capacity. When ability does not match capacity, you get exactly what we got in the city of Bridgetown. Absolutely nothing. And so, don't worry with the light. No, I ain't worried about the light. And so I pledge to you today that if you do the right thing, which is to return the Barbados Labour Party to office on the 21st of February, not because we want to be rulers or anything of the sort, but this country is in a serious state. And the state is so serious that it requires serious help from serious people. We have to stop the bleeding. I am totally and absolutely confident in the ability of Oinath and the Barbados Labour Party to do just that. And I want to say to you, especially to my people in the city of Bridgetown, I can't do it without the Barbados Labour Party. So you can't support Bostic and not the Barbados Labour Party. My party, ladies and gentlemen, is the party of choice. And I'm asking you on my party's behalf to go out on the 21st of February in your numbers and ensure that you vote. And you place that vote next to the red, because things dread. We voting for the red. Enough of them. Done with them. God bless. Love you all.
Yo, city people feeling dread. All the prices gone over we head. Children crying, what to do? Bring your ex, make a change for truth. Bring your ex. City people, done with them. And we gonna pay the city red. City people, done with them. Well, let me pay the city red. Put the X by. Place the X by. Colonel Jeffrey. Put the X by. Left your X by.
Bostic. I'm going to cut a song later on in the year. Hope you'll buy it. MZ672. We'll ask you to move the vehicle. There's someone trying to get the little child home, and this vehicle is blocking the passage. MZ672. Please remove the vehicle. We need to keep things going there. Now, you do some business here again. Now, we are technically in Jeffrey Bostic's constituency, but we are technically also in Noel Lynch constituency. And let me tell you, the fellas interfere with Noel, you know. Fellas interfere with Noel. I promised my pastor that I was not going to interfere with anybody. And fellas interfere with Noel. I don't like that. But I promised my father I ain't going to be here. But I can answer some questions. No, I ain't changing my mind on that one. We all need to learn to behave. But tell you the truth. You look at Noel Lynch. A real man. Some people say sexy, I don't see that. But look, Noel Lynch beat up a private prime minister already. And Noel Lynch gonna beat up another one. Noel Lynch will beat up another one. Noel Lynch will beat another one. Let me tell you, man, that is what is going to be. Another lynching. I was down there standing just now, and the lady said to me,